Today we are in Ballard. Is it a terrible place to live or it is an amazing place to live? You can get all kinds of opinions. We're starting today in the Locks. It's me and my buddy, Michael Dapper.
Maynard.
We're part of the Wagner Real Estate Group. Michael is a longtime resident here, so he knows everything you want to know about Ballard. We've also got our dog Kenji. We've got some coffee. We are ready to go. Come follow us on a tour. Oh man, what a beautiful day, Michael.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Check out the parks over here. So we're heading into the Locks, right? And this is where we're going to start our tour. Then we're going to go into downtown Ballard, check out some of the neighborhoods, and end at Golden Gardens Park.
Yes. Yeah. So today the Locks is kind of cool because my wife and I, living in Ballard, used to come here all the time. She would go for morning walks here. It's just a nice kind of flat space, good space to kind of clear your head in the morning. So she really enjoyed it and kind of made it a ritual of hers.
Every morning, huh?
Yeah, almost every morning, especially like during COVID, she was going here, you know, twice a day just to get a nice walk. And then now that we have dogs, it's a good place to walk little guys like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
What do you think so far, Kenji? A+, I think. He's got a good pace to him. He's excited.
Yeah, he's looking spry.
So what are the Locks, first of all? People go, hey, the Locks.
Right.
That's what we call it. But for people who don't know, what does that mean exactly?
So the Locks is where they built like a movable dam. So you've got Lake Union on one side and then the Puget Sound feeder on the other side. And this is where the boats will come in on this side and then they'll wait in order to get into Lake Union. Without the Locks, Lake Union would be like
the water table would be higher, right? So yeah, the boats will come here. We'll get the big boats through here, yachts, big shipping barges. Right now there's no boats coming in.
Right.
You can see there's a bunch waiting over there, waiting to come over this way. But so far it's quiet right now. And how perfect though, foggy as the sun is rising.
Yeah.
Quintessential Seattle here.
Yeah.
So Michael, one of the cool things about the Locks is that here we are in Ballard, but you could actually walk through the Locks to the other side, right? And you're in Magnolia.
Directly to Magnolia,
Yeah.
It's a great feature for Magnolia real estate too, because for people that want to live in more of a more residential area, but quick access to Ballard, on that back slope of Magnolia, it's definitely a selling point for them.
Yeah, the other cool part about the Locks is you've got beautiful gardens, beautiful green pastures, botanical gardens. So if we're here in the summer, you've got incredible, beautiful flowers for all you horticulturists out there.
Yeah.
Let's go check out some palm trees even, right? Check those out. Kind of blew me away the first time I moved here. I'm like, I see palm trees.
It is strange.
Is this unusual or what? But they're quite, now that you've seen a palm tree, you're gonna be seeing palm trees all the time. So this is a cool little secret kind of hidden gem here of Ballard. This is actually a new discovery for me. You know, as a longtime resident of 30 years, I had no idea this house existed.
But yeah, it's pretty unique. I've only
there it
aware
is,
of
Colonel
this one.
Sanborn, July 2023.
Oh, Colonel Sanborn, I know.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
So it's the official residence of the Seattle District Engineer. That is so cool.
This park is kind of always like this, you know, like even in the middle of summer, you'll see some people on these kind of terrace rolling hills, but it's never, you know, fully packed out. There'll be bands here during the summer too that play, so they'll be like, like right out in the lawn.
Wow,
out there.
Awesome.
So they'll have like everything from jazz bands to funk bands or anything like that. A lot of children's events. But it's always kind of like this, where you can easily get kind of peace and quiet. And driving past it, you would never know that this is what's on the other side of the street, which is, I think, the coolest thing about it.
Where should we go next? Should we go check out downtown Ballard?
Let's go check out downtown Ballard.
Yeah, so great start to the Ballard tour. Let's talk about the history of Ballard a little bit, right? So it was originally very much a maritime community, right? Before Ballard kind of blew up to what Ballard is today.
Yeah, so Ballard is, the heritage is a lot of Scandinavian heritage and fishing culture. So, you know, it's known for ports, commercial boats, commercial fishing.
Okay.
Now, when you live in Ballard today, you might not have anything to do with that.
Yeah.
Right? But some of that heritage still kind of shines through. People are very proud of that. Scandinavian culture, like Nordic culture. It's a Nordic museum that we're actually going to pass.
Okay, cool.
Which
like
is newer.
Pretty big museum
Yeah,
too,
pretty
right?
big,
It's like
yeah.
one of the coolest developments of the area.
Yeah.
Right? All right, well, sounds good. Let's hop in the car. Let's, we could walk, but you know what? Let's drive. It's a little chilly this morning still. All right, cool. What's cool, I think, about Golden Gardens, it's tucked away back here, right?
Yeah.
So it's perfectly like a destination spot.
100%.
Right? You're not going to have just randos walking through it.
Right.
Right? It's everybody who wants to just get out and enjoy this western view.
Right.
Right. So you've got to have some incredible sunsets.
Right. You know, every now and then you'll.
What are you looking at, bud? Seaweed? Yeah.
Genji, lots of smells.
And like on a clear day, we'll be looking at all of the beautiful islands.
Yeah.
Already I can see just over the peak of those clouds,
Yeah.
I can see a glimpse of the Olympic Mountains.
Yep.
Like the snow-capped Olympic Mountains. This is the draw of Seattle, is at 10, 15 minutes. Let's say 15 minutes, you're in downtown Seattle.
Yep.
Incredibly busy, active, bustling city.
Yeah.
You know, people are working, all kinds of action going on.
Yeah.
You know, creating a more, you know, potentially stressful environment.
Absolutely.
And then all you got to do is bounce over here, and then here you are. So for perspective, right, we are about 20 minutes from downtown Seattle, 10 minutes from downtown Ballard.
Yep.
To know where we are in the map. And there
Yeah.
you can see, you know, all the sailboats over there. So, like here we are,
Right.
downtown Ballard, right? We're at the corner of Market Street, Leary. We've got Old Ballard Ave there. Let's talk about, just give us a quick overview of this area.
Right. So Market Street is going to be the east-west that kind of runs through Ballard.
Yeah.
So really, when I think of Ballard, it's kind of starting closer to 15th. Right?
Okay, yeah.
So when you hit 15th, all of a sudden you're down the hill, it becomes flat, and then you hit Market. Market's got a lot of, you know, little like teriyaki spots, little burger spots, foot massage, stuff like that.
You got Orange Theory Fitness.
Orange Theory,
you've got
right.
Core Power Yoga.
Right.
Movie theater.
Right. The Majestic's been there for a long time.
Starbucks.
Yeah.
So that's one of the cool oldest,
Yeah.
like actual old school movie theaters,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Smaller. It's, you know, it's old school. It's not the
Yeah.
you know, bring you food, and it's a good
Right.
movie, good little movie theater. So it's a farmers market year round, and it's probably the biggest, I think, in Seattle.
Okay.
West Seattle one is quite large as well, but this
Yeah.
farmers market is awesome.
Yeah.
It's the same purveyors that come pretty much every week.
Yeah.
It was something that I did, you know, at least twice a month. Just kind of fun to walk through.
Well,
but
let's
this is
go
kinda
there.
where it
Let's
starts.
kind of head that direction.
Yeah, right. So the Matador,
Matador.
is a really popular, really well-known
Yeah.
Mexican restaurant. Been in Ballard forever. They've got an excellent happy hour, great tacos.
Yeah. So this is where you can get anything and everything you want to eat, drink, whatever. You got salt and straw ice cream
Right.
right there.
The line usually stops right about here in the summertime for sure.
And here, Skal Beer Hall,
Right.
A little tribute to the Nordic, is that a word?
Norwegian?
Nordic.
Norwegian.
Nordic heritage, right?
And then Sunset. The
Sunset.
Sunset Tavern is
Is that old school?
very old school
Yeah.
bar and music venue.
Where is
so
La
you can see hard rock.
La Carta de Oaxaca, authentic Mexican, legit tacos, good prices, And fortunately for a lot of these restaurants, right, they were able to keep these structures in place. You'll see this all the way up and down. Yeah, so this whole area is pretty much hopping when it comes to the evenings, especially on a Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, people
all the restaurants are full.
Yep.
Oh, look at this, Slim Goody Sports Bar. Interesting. Lots of changes of places.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, yeah, so here we are, right, Old Ballard Ave right now. As we were talking about earlier, when the Sunday farmers market happens, this whole area gets shut down. You won't see any cars, right? This whole street is shut down. So right now it's a rare time because it's early Friday, so cars can drive up and down. But it becomes this whole walkable area. Not the great place to take your dog around because it's a little crazy with all the people there, right?
Yeah, definitely not at night. Yeah, it's not. You're not going for a peaceful walk here at night.
Yeah.
You know, this street used to be a two-way street too.
Okay.
But when they started building out all of the, you know, outdoor spaces, then they turned this into a one-way street.
Yeah.
That is really just meant for intended use that you need to access something within these parts. It's not a thoroughfare.
Yeah.
So it's quieted down a lot of, you know, road traffic. It just made this a little bit more foot traffic spot. But yeah, at night this place is
rocking.
booming with people.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so here we are, like just a mecca of great little restaurants. This is a former little house. As you can see, it's called San Fermo. Let the Italian talk about it since we do have an Italian.
San Fermo is an Italian restaurant that is out of this converted old Ballard house. So that's not a big facade. It's not Disneyland. It's a real house that they've built this beautiful restaurant out of. There's a little patio on the backside too that you can sit outside, which is really cool, or this space out in front. The food is like northern Italian food, so it's lighter, but really good quality ingredients. It's really probably one of the better date spots, I think.
That's what I was going to say. It's always busy, kind of hard to get a little reservation because it's so small.
It's very quaint and cool, and there's actually seating upstairs as well, which is cool, so you can do even like a larger party up there.
Nice, awesome. All right, so Ballard Ave, not just restaurants. Cool thing, look at all these boutique shops here.
Yeah.
Right, so super boutique-y. You're not going to find these shops like anywhere else in Seattle, right? Yeah.
There's not, you know, there's no big box stores or anything here.
Yeah. Yeah. So Sabine is awesome.
Yeah.
What a great space. It's turned into like one of the top brunch spots ever.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we just hit the Ballard Brewery District. One of the first stops on this street, which is awesome, is Serious Pie.
Right. So Serious Pie is a Tom Douglas restaurant. So for people that don't know, Tom Douglas is one of the biggest now celebrity chefs in Seattle. Most of his restaurants though are going to be downtown. So it's kind of a cool opportunity to be able to get Tom Douglas food without having to go, you know, sit and be waited on. It's just a, you know, it's a good pizza joint, and they have their offices there too.
Okay.
And then as we go further down the street, this is kind of where the brewery district starts, right?
Yeah.
So first one is going to be Obeck.
Obeck Brewing right there.
Obeck Brewing, right?
Nice.
Dog friendly.
Yeah.
Sit outside.
All right. Well, let's. I'm going to cross over here. Let's go check out Stoop Brewing.
Okay.
Urban Family Brewing, that is a more local, right?
A little lesser known, but it's one of my favorites. They have kind of like some more interesting flavors too, which kind of make it fun. So rather than just junior IPAs and Pilsners and whatever, they'll have like a grapefruit sour and, you know, all these other kind of cool things to try.
Yeah. This is pretty cool though. They've done a good job here.
Yes, they made this a little part.
Feels very residential. We're close to 15,000, so it's not as many townhomes right now. You got some apartment buildings as well. So we're going to head over to kind of back towards the locks a little bit, but a little bit north of the locks to go see this beautiful modern 2024 build, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just take a look. But it's mixed in with some single family homes.
Right.
So a lot of these single family homes, like all of this was single family homes. Then the zoning laws in Seattle changed that allowed us to take a single family lot and then build them into multi-unit townhomes. So the cool thing about it, right, is it's created more living opportunities for people by adding housing, which is much needed in Seattle. You'll have this style here, which is more of like a craftsman style townhome. Right, that's probably about 2007 era.
Yep, you said it was 2000.
So, and then you'll start to see more modern townhomes with very kind of flat structures, flat rooftop decks, clean lines, just a completely different vibe. That was probably like the 2017 era.
Right.
Do you agree, Michael?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you still get these old apartment buildings, they're like from the 70s.
All right, so yeah, here's one of the big changes about the Ballard neighborhood is you would not have seen this before, but now with the demand for new homes, here we are in a beautiful modern home, price point
2.465.
Yeah, that would be unheard of even just about 5 years ago, right? So, but check it out, right? This is what people are demanding, right? They wouldn't build these homes if there was no demand for it. I love this open living room, fireplace here, the high ceilings, modern kitchen.
Yeah, farmhouse style, but the exterior is a little bit more kind of cozy, right? So it's not that ultra modern, even though it's brand new construction. So it fits into Ballard. But I think the demand for these is increasing because Ballard isn't just townhomes, buyers, right? You're finding people coming over here that want this larger space, but having the dadu is really the big play right now.
I gotcha. Yeah, and this is not a single couple professional home. This is generally a family. Given we're looking at 3,800 square feet, right? We're in one of the top school districts, Ballard High School, 9 out of 10 ranking, primarily for science, technology, engineering, math. Their STEM school has been like highly ranked and feeding into all the great universities. All right, let's go pop upstairs super quick, then we can show the upstairs. All right, so upstairs, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, right? Perfect layout for, I guess, people, especially with kids, who might want their kids close by. Or, you can have a primary suite with a couple offices. Really depends on what you're looking for. But yeah, beautiful bathroom, everything looking nice. Back here, kind of got a kid style room. And then let's go in here. Oh, here we go. Sunshine, south facing, big windows. Look at that.
I mean, spectacular view, lots of natural light, really maximizing this lot. This lot is 5,000 square feet. 3,800 square foot. 3,800 square feet of finished space on it. So, it's packed on the lot, but that's typical of Ballard for sure.
Bath, soaking tub, stand-up shower, dual vanity. Oh yeah, and then 2 walk-in closets. This needs to be a bigger island almost. Like, those monster islands? It would be way better. So Michael, you mentioned the word dadu. What does that mean, first of all? You said it's a new thing, it's a new trend. Yeah, let's walk and talk and you can show me the dadu.
Detached accessory dwelling unit. So basically what it means is that you can have an ADU, but a DADU means that it's separate from the house. So this one happens to be on top of the garage. This is a rentable space as well. That's why it's becoming popular. So if you want to buy a larger home, but you want somebody to help you pay that mortgage, this can be a good solution.
All right, so nice. You got a garage down there, so that's good to have a garage.
Right.
Okay.
So this isn't, a lot of space, but it's really nicely finished. So for a single person, this is easily rentable. You've got all, new appliances. It's a nice option. And then in here, you actually have a washer dryer hookup. So you could have your own washer and dryer in unit, full kitchen.
Yeah.
Right? Rather than some kind of converted DADUs will have like a hot plate.
Yeah.
It's a real kitchen. And really beautiful house.
Yeah, like a big trend that we're seeing too is multi-generational,
100%.
right? So a big part of like the demand for this is having a place for family members to stay. People are doing this as an Airbnb as well. Like if you're visiting, right, you don't need a couch, you don't need a big living room, you just need a nice place to stay. So it's like a little hotel suite.
Right.
So yeah,
It's
makes
a great way to put
perfect.
it,
Makes perfect sense, but you're right in the neighborhood.
Right.
Nice.
You take care of a family member or something happens, like they've got a nice place to stay. That's they're not going to feel in the way, and
I guarantee you a teenager would love this spot.
Oh, this would be the hangout for sure. This is like the luxury tree house, really.
Exactly.
But yeah, for
awesome.
anyone, it's a nice place.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. So this is cool. We're in this part of Ballard where it's incredibly residential. If you listen closely, birds chirping, incredibly quiet streets. You can see we are off all the arterials. Just nice houses, right? If you're looking for that place where you feel like, your kids can ride a bike, walk the neighborhood, you're far from everything and it feels very safe. Would you agree?
100%. Yeah. And the difference between where we were before, where it's just cars lining every street, is just a couple blocks.
Yeah.
But it makes a big difference for kind of the lifestyle.
Yeah. So let's just walk down. You got kind of a lot of different architecture, right? Nice big size lots. Got these really cute homes. Craftsman style. A lot of these, what we're looking at, 1930s?
30s, 40s.
Some in the 40s.
Some early 50s, maybe.
Early 20s,
There's,
perhaps.
There's some homes in here that are from 1901. Careful of the sidewalks.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, people pay for this. We're looking at price points, in this particular block, I would say, right, starting at $1 million, going up to 1.6, 1.7, depending.
Yeah.
Maybe closer to 2.
Right.
Yeah. This is what people look for. One of the challenges that we're having in Seattle is just there's not enough of these homes going on the market, right? That's why we've got the new zoning laws, changes. But yeah, you can see why Ballard, this part is a very desirable area. We're in the northern part, which can be coined as Loyal Heights as well, depending on where you are.
Yeah. And, Ballard as a community is really, people that have were born here still live here. The people kind of drop roots in Ballard, which makes it a little different than some of the other Seattle neighborhoods.
Yeah.
But yeah,
look at this. A lot of diversity and variety here.
Tons of it. Yeah. There's a treehouse.
A legit treehouse, like branches coming out of the treehouse. How cute is that?
Right.
All right, and then let's cross over here. Yeah, because here you go. This is like modern farmhouse style. Right. White, black trim, beautiful fenced yard. This is exactly what a lot of our, remodelers, flippers, are doing. They're finding these beautiful lots like this and either remodeling the house as is or perhaps building something bigger. Right. And those sell are quickly and in high demand.
Yeah. And that's like an original version of,
Yeah,
right?
That's a good point, right? You kind of compare the two side by side.
Right.
You can see that they were actually probably the same, era, same house, right? Not a brand new build.
Well, I've just noticed like a taste and a demand from buyers that are maybe moving away from everyone wanting the most, architecturally modern front-facing facade, right?
Yeah.
You kind of want that old bungalow style or craftsman style, especially if it's kind of period for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So you're starting to see that come up a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. Character.
Character.
Right. Everybody's wanting a little bit something that just offers a little uniqueness.
Right. Exactly. Right.
A story behind it.
The drive to be different, right?
Yeah. The
where
drive to be
you hear
different.
people say, I don't want one of those boxes, and then other people say, I want the most modern thing, right?
Yeah.
So
this is cool. This was like we'd call this a Northwest Contemporary.
Yep.
Right. So not exactly sure when this was built, but
blended
probably in like 2015, 2016 would be my guess. All right, Michael, thank you. That was so much fun touring Ballard. I learned a ton. As somebody who is kind of from the area and thinks they know it pretty well, I got a lot of insider information, so I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Maynard. Yeah, I love Ballard, and when you get to live in a place for almost 10 years, you get to know it pretty well. So it's fun to go back and go through it with someone.
Cool. Well, we hope that was helpful for all of you watching. Michael Dapper, Maynard Wagner, we're part of the Wagner Real Estate Group in Seattle. So DM us, ask us any questions. If you found some value in it, we'd love for you to subscribe and like. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks for showing us around Ballard. This is a great way to start the day. But look, I mean, this is real freaking cool.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.